And welcome back. Okay, so we have the Superbox S4 Pro Plus Max. I don't know. Here it is. Superbox S Pro, S4 Pro. And pretty excited on the device, on showing you guys what it is, what it comes with. The remote looks pretty fancy. And yeah, kind of excited to show you guys here. Now, if you are interested in this stuff, always leave me a comment below. Shoot me an email, rohasentertainment@gmail.com, and I'll try to get you guys here all the latest and greatest stuff. If you guys want this one, again, shoot me an email, rohasentertainment@gmail.com. Always getting rid of products that I get. So yeah, consider subscribing. Let's start the video. Here's the device. You get an optical, Ethernet, HDMI. You get AV port, which you don't get a cable for that, and IR to extend your remote, which you don't get a cable for that. So kind of weird. DC, which is your power. You have a button here to, or not a button, it's a hole that there's a button inside. You push it to reset. 2.0 USB, 3.0 USB, TF card slot, and you should be good to go, I think. So there you go. All right. You do get an Ethernet. You do get a HDMI cable, which I'm going to use my own Audio Quest, which you guys know Audio Quest is some of the best cables that you can get out there. I do have a 4K capture card, did a massive upgrade on my equipment so I could pull to see if it's actual 4K, which has been tested with other devices. And we get this fancy remote. Behind it, you will get some kind of instructions there on how this thing works. Program functioning, BLE remote pairing guide, like just some cool stuff here. That it's kind of hard to read. I know it's like, even for you guys, it might be a little bit hard to read, but it's there. As far as the remotes, you got some buttons here for your TV stuff, your pause play, some basic buttons here, is your voice, and all this stuff here. So I'm going to give you guys just a basics of this. Now, you do have to have, it doesn't give you batteries either, and you do get a power supply for the box. The remote is great, but sometimes it doesn't work perfectly with the device itself. Okay, let's go ahead and plug this in. We're going to go through the specs. I'm going to give you guys a good summary overview of the device. Check out Rohas Streaming Tech YouTube channel that will have all the details about this thing. If it's not working, stuff like that. I'm going to give you guys a basic overview so that way the video is not too long here. Okay, so here we go. Here's your device. You go through some steps to say sizing, so make sure you fix the sizing because it's going to be a little bit smaller. It does say to connect to the Wi-Fi or your internet. I will come here to the bottom left-hand corner to that gear icon and click it and double check that you are connected. Now my face is covering my Wi-Fi info, so click on this. Make sure you're connected. This is where you can set up your Google account, your apps, device preferences, remote, stuff like that. It's all there. Okay, the folder, this is going to be for your local memory. Anything that you're downloading, this is where you're going to put it in. If it's an APK, if it's an app, whatever it is. I did get IDA64, and for some reason it's not there. I don't know. I don't know why it wouldn't be there, so that's kind of strange. This little guy here kind of clears your cache, processes whatever it is. So it kind of frees up some memory there. The next one is going to be, it goes to fast.com. It checks your internet speed on the device. Your trash, this will delete any apps that are on here. Your voice, this is kind of cool. It does give you like just an option here on the remote on how to connect all this stuff. The only thing is, once you're here and you hit the back button, it won't get out. So you have to hit the home button to get out. The FN button, this is your numbers. You could put shortcuts on here just so you know. And if you have any issues, click on that little dude right there, and there's a customer online support and a WhatsApp customer service. The other option is also contact the person that you bought it from, because they can help you out too. Okay, all these things that say add at the bottom, these are apps that you can add. Your live TV, this is going to be blank. You have to click add again, and this will, it kind of just groups everything up into folders is what it is. So if you have like any kind of live TV apps, you got Spectrum, DirecTV, whatever it is, that's where you're gonna want to go. If you got VOD like Disney, Amazon, Hulu, that's where you want to go. If you have playback, again, this is where you're gonna want to go. Browser, this is just Google web browser. This remote is not the best when it comes to the mouse, even though there is a mouse button on here. I highly recommend getting something like this, just because it's going to be a lot easier to use. Now, when it comes to App Store, you're going to have your Play Store, and then you're going to have your App Store. This, for me, when I first clicked it, if you go to my Rohas Streaming Tech, I had to click it, and it says, do you want to install it? And I have to hit yes. Then there's kind of like a little warning sign, and then it has a countdown. You hit OK. You got some paid subscriptions here. You got Blue TV, Playback, Backup TV. You have Grind MC, whatever that is. You have Movie Plus. You have like just tons of stuff here that you guys could get into and you guys could download. Now, Play Store. I always get questions about the Google Play Store. Do I need to sign in? Yes. You're in the Google Play Store. You need to sign into the Google Play Store. There you go. Now, what apps do you get? Google Play Store, App Store. Well, App Store's not there. You had to confirm it if you wanted it. So you had to confirm it to put it there. Ida64, I got it. Gallery, Americast, Music System Update, TV ROM Update. Just there's almost like nothing on here. So Ida64, most important app that you could ever have. This shows it has all-winner chipset. It is using the Petrol P1. It is advertised as 32 gigs of internal storage, but you're left with 22, which is not bad. 2 gigs of ROM, or RAM, I should say. 2 gigs of RAM. I always like to see 4 when it comes to some of these devices. 32 gigs of internal storage. What are you using that's 10 gigs? Because I'm looking at this thing, I'm just like, wow, that's... Yeah, like I haven't installed any of your stuff from your App Store. ARM Cortex A53 is a little bit low for me. I kind of wanted a little bit higher. When it comes to display, this is the part that's a little bit shocking. So you are going to get an ad here like this, and I'm going to go into this mouse mode. And this is the only way I could get out of this thing, this little ad here, just by doing that and then exit. I have a AudioQuest cable, which, as you guys know, do 4K, 8K stuff. The device, or the box, and I'm not going to sugarcoat this either. My capture card, as you guys know, I've already reviewed it. It is confirmed a 4K capture card. This thing says that it's a 6K box, supports 6K. The other thing is it supports, or it has this codec H265 MPEG-4 AVC. Which, when I was looking for it, I think it did have MPEG-4 and I think it did have MPEG AVC. It didn't have that combination though, and it didn't have H265. So some of the codecs that it has in there, it can read 4K, but it's not going to display true 4K because, as you can see, it's only going to display 1080p. So that's my downside out of it, and then for whatever reason, it just kicked me out. And now for some reason it's just displaying white, and now it's, yeah, what in the world is it doing? Okay, let's go back in here, and we left off on display. So 1920 by 1080p, that's what you're going to get. You're not going to get 4K. Even if you have a 4K TV, it's going to read it, but it's not displaying 4K. GPU Mali T720. All right. Android 9. Yep. Codecs. Allwinner doesn't have that many codecs. That's why I do like Amlogic chipsets. So you get, for audio, MP4A, 3GPP, AMR, FLOC, ALA, MLA, MPEG, Opus, RAW, Vorbis, 3GPP. Basic audio stuff. It should give you, it should be able to pass through surround sound. It should. But as you can see, it's missing some of those codecs. Some of them will be able to read some stuff, but it should be able to pass through, and your equipment should be able to do the work. Now, when it comes to video, it does have some all-winner stuff. It's got H264, 3GPP, HEVC, MPEG-2. It has MP4VEF, EVS. There's the MPEG 4 here, EVS. It's got VP8, VP9, and why does it keep like kicking me out? It's probably not liking it that I'm giving you guys some truth here about some of these codecs. I'm going to go all the way to the bottom here so that way you guys can take a screenshot, pause the video if you need to. I don't see okay, I'm going to read this thing exactly how it says. I don't see MPEG-4. I see MPEG 4, but I don't see MPEG-4. And then I don't see MPEG AVC. And the combination that this thing says MPEG-4/AVC. I definitely don't see that. And I definitely don't see H.265. So, yeah, if you're going to have something like that on the box, you have to have that here within the codecs. And it's not displaying it. So there you go. So I am kind of curious on some of this stuff to see how, you know, it's going to display pretty good. It's going to look pretty clean. If you got a good TV, it's going to look fine. When it comes to here, I'm just going to pull up YouTube real quick. All you're going to do is just going to click on it and it's going to start downloading it. It's just that simple. Once it's there, just hit the back button and go to your apps and you should be able to pull it. Now, I do like to test it out to see. So this isn't like 4K YouTube either. This looks like it's just going to be a basic APK. So I'm just going to come here and I'm just going to type in Rohas and go to my Rohas Travels channel. And as you guys know, I do have a travel channel. I do travel a lot. And let's go ahead and check this out. This one is Cabo. As you can see down there right before it says Mexico, Cabo San Lucas Rio Hotel Review, Rohas Travels, new 4K. So this is a 4K video. It should read that it's a 4K video. And the reason why I know that is because of the codecs. Now, it's not going to display 4K because the device itself is not going to push 4K. As you can see, this is not a 4K video. That doesn't look like it's 4K at all. I'm guessing it might be a 720 that's going to be picking it up originally. So, okay, it looks like it's actually reading it as a 2K video, but it's only going to display it as a 4K, or it's going to read it as a 4K option. So if I get out of here, as you can see here, it's going to take a second for it to load. And it looks good. It looks good, but you could definitely tell that it's just gonna be upscaling it to that quality, and it's gonna be able to read that codecs. But is it actual 4K? It's not. The device is saying it's gonna only give it to you as at a max 1080p. So it can read it, but it's not gonna give you that max quality that a lot of us do like. So I just wanted to be sure that I'm transparent with this thing, and that way you guys have all that info there. It's a great device. If you have that blue stuff and all that stuff in there, it has everything that you need, which is great. If you have any issues, always contact the person that you bought it from. That way they can help you either activate it, troubleshoot it, restore, send an update. A lot of this stuff is connected via server, so that way they have control of it. And if you are using Netflix, YouTube, Disney Plus, Amazon, most of our smart TVs have that built in within our TVs, and they are compatible to 4K. So that's what you want to use instead of using this device. This device is just really good for their blue stuff or their apps that they have, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Try to get you guys here all the latest and greatest stuff. It is a lot of information here, I know, so let me know what you guys think. As always, you guys take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next one.